Hey everybody. So today I would just kind of like to talk to you about easy, inexpensive ways to grow out your hair. Um, I don't know about you, but I think we've all had that horrible salon visit that just screwed our hair up really bad. So, that's always fun. But, so the average person grows their hair about half an inch a month. Some are faster, some are slower, but half an inch a month on average. So I was looking around on YouTube, and most of the videos that I found about growing out your hair healthy, quick, and all that stuff, they all want you to buy stuff. Like, they all want you to go to Sally's or a salon or a salon supply store, whatever they're called for you, I don't know. But I don't have, I don't see why they want you to go buy these $30, $40 products all the time. And I don't know about you, but I don't have that kind of money to spend $50 on shampoo. So, not a good idea. But I did learn that you can drink a lot of water. It clears out your body really well. So, healthy body, healthy hair kind of goes hand in hand, I guess. You can go to Walmart, Target, anywhere like that really, and you can get for $2, $2, you can get a bottle of biotin. They're about 60 pills in a bottle. They're vitamins. They're for your hair, your skin, and your fingernails. Pre-warning, when you take them, you will probably break out a little bit because it's for your skin also, but usually the breakout only lasts about 2 days, but if you keep taking them, the 2 days is up before you know it, and yeah, honestly, it helps your hair so much that 2 days of a breakout is totally worth it. So, whatever. Yeah, $2, 2 days of a breakout really helps your hair in the long run. So, I think it's worth it. You might not. So, I guess you have to pick your battle there. I also learned that if you rinse your hair daily with rosemary water, that helps a lot too. That also helps with strength, elasticity, porosity, shininess, because everybody likes that thick, voluptuous, glossy, shiny hair. So, impossible to get? No. You can do at-home deep conditioners. There's crazy things like soaking your hair in beer, putting mayonnaise on your hair overnight. I don't know about you, but that's pretty gross. I don't really want to. It does help when your hair is really dry, but it's gross. So, you see a lot of videos about homemade deep conditioners, but they're all dealing with mayonnaise or eggs or, all this crazy gross stuff that you're like scrubbing out of your hair. And honestly, the issue that you have with that is hot water will get it out, but you're putting all these oils and stuff into your hair to moisturize and to make it healthy. But after scrubbing all the residual crap that's left, you basically made your hair even drier than it was before you started putting all these oils and crap in it. So, it kind of doesn't make any sense. But I did learn you can go to health food stores, stuff like that. Argan oil helps a lot. If you go to a health food store, you can get it depending on what health food store you go to, kind of bases your pricing. I got a bottle about this big for about $10, I think. I still have it because it has this little pump on it. Pumps just a little tiny bit into your hand. You rub it together, rub it onto your scalp, not on your hair, on your scalp. That way your hair is not all gross and oily. It will, however, help your hair too. So if your hair's dry, you have a lot of split ends, breakage, all that stuff, argan oil will help that. So if that's your problem, I suggest putting it on your hair shaft and on your ends especially. if you're aiming for growth, I would stick closer to stuff like coconut oils. Um, Olive oil's really good too. You can get that at the grocery store, so you're good there. Coconut oil is a little harder to find. You can get it at places like Rite Aid, CVS, Walmart. But finding a good brand, that's a little tricky. Organics is usually pretty good, so I'd stick with them. Um, yeah, so those are just a couple little things. As for homemade deep conditioners, you can get rosemary and boil it in some water. You can get rosemary leaves as a spice, so easy. Or go to a health food store, as I mentioned, and mix the water and the oil together, rub it on, rinse it out, But since you're putting so much more water than oil, you pretty much just rinse your hair with it. That's about it. Then just shampoo it afterwards if you want to. You don't have to. Your hair doesn't get really oily from it. So that's definitely a plus side. There are olive oil hair lotions in the ethnic section, which I thought was kind of BS. But it worked for me, and my hair was bleach damaged. So about 2 years ago, I went to a salon thanks to my grandma. She offered to pay for it, so I figured, okay, whatever. As I said, we've probably all had that horrible salon trip. My hair was about to the middle of my back, and I wanted to take it from black and blue to solid fire engine red, because I'm just kind of weirdy like that. But the lady had bleached my hair, and it was pretty well melted. Straw like a broom, just horribly awful, kind of made me really sad. So bad that she had to cut it from my back to my jaw. And over this entire time, I've had to cut it a little, let it grow, cut it a little, let it grow. It's to here now. It's about to my collarbone. It'll take me at least 6 months to get it back to where it was. But that's just now that it's actually healthy again. But I'm rambling, so back to tips. Yay! Sorry, I get sidetracked really easy. Anyways, my boyfriend is laughing at me and smiling. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman.
I didn't do anything.
You did too.
You're just very cute is all.
Anyways.
Continue.
Another thing that you can do is they tell you to brush your hair a lot to get the oils from your scalp throughout your hair. That is bad. Don't do it. Horrible. No. Bad. If anything, repetitively brushing your hair just makes it leak and breaks, and if you have breakage issues, that's going to make them so much worse. Also, regular hairbrushes with those little sticks and little balls on the end, awful. Stay away. They're hair murderers. They basically make your hair really puffy and frizzy, and static is just crazy, and you just look like this big poodly fuzzball. No. Personally recommend getting a boar bristle brush, but like I said, if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on these things, then, yeah. They're not very expensive, but, if you don't have any money to spend on that kind of stuff, you can try to find a brush like this one. Sorry, it's got hair in it, that's gross. Anyway, it's got these little bristles. I don't know if you can see those, but they're little, tiny little bristle thingies. There's no balls on the end. They're made out of plastic. Those ones are plastic, but there's no balls on them, and they're shaped in little, cones. So they don't pull out your hair, they don't rip your hair, they just go right through. The way that these are made is they are shaped in the brush like a boar bristle brush would be shaped, because they're little bunches of hair. So it basically does the same thing. Boar bristle, on the other hand, will actually smooth your hair and will, they're really awesome. You should just get one, but they're like $4 at Walmart. So, At this point, I've told you to buy a total of $6, so yay.